What is up, guys? Welcome to a video on Alan Wake 2. It's been a while since I made a video like this, but here I am. A lot has changed throughout my life. I was kind of stressed out a few weeks ago, and I was just like, to make myself feel better, I decided to purchase a AMD Radeon 7900 XTX. Quite pricey of a card, but you know what? I worked hard. I deserve something nice. I also purchased a AMD RYZEN 58, not RYZEN. Well, actually, it is RYZEN. What am I talking about? So I purchased an AMD Ryzen 5800X 3D. Now the thing with these Ryzen 3D CPUs is that it has some sort of like new tech called the V-cache or 3D V-cache technology. You should Google it, do some research on it. It's really good tech. It's really good for gaming. Apparently with this new tech, AMD is stomping on the Intel competition. So yeah. So anyway, let's talk about Alan Wake 2 here. So we are running this game at a resolution of 3440 by 1440p. It's a 21 by 9 aspect ratio, of course. FSR is enabled. If you don't know what FSR is, it's some sort of like upscaling technology on the AMD side. The competition, NVIDIA, has something called DLSS. You guys know all this. What am I even talking about? So quality mode, it shows you the internal resolution right there. And of course, we're going to go down to the effects here. I have motion blur enabled, film grain, just to make it more cinematic, And of course, we got the presets here. I have it set to custom. So every setting here is pretty much maxed out other than this one right here, post-processing quality. The reason why I have it to low is because low and high doesn't really have much of a difference, but high has a lot of like performance effects, basically. If you set it to high, it'll lower the frame rate quite a decent amount, according to Digital Foundry. I haven't really calculated how much I would lose, but I just set it to low because I like to listen to what Digital Foundry says. They've been pretty good with the graphics tips. Of course, we're down to ray tracing here. Everything's off. And yes, it's not an NVIDIA card. AMD cards tend to suck at ray tracing. That's why I have it disabled. And besides, I don't really care too much about ray tracing. Of course, this game has ray tracing built into the game. It is done via software, according to Digital Foundry again. They have managed to simulate or do ray tracing via software in their game engine. I think it's only their ambient occlusion that has that ray tracing effect, but I'm not quite sure. You might have to do some more research yourself. So anyway, let's talk about the frame rate. So, I'm going to stare down, I'm talking here, I'm going to stare down this road right here. So the frame rate is 116. That's really freaking good, guys. Okay, I'm going to stare down this street right here. What do I get? 106. And then, what's this? Fairy times. Let's look at this bald guy right here. He walks kind of weird. I'm going to stare into this lake right here. So serene and peaceful. And look at the frame rate. 129. Oh, let's look at that. I'm reaching 131 actually. That's awesome. I think this car was worth getting. What is this lady doing here? Hello, lady. Police, you're under arrest. This game is quite beautiful, honestly. Look at this. Wow, gorgeous. So I did some research on where this town is located. This town is in the upper west side of the United States. It's in Washington State. Place is called Bright Falls here. Quaint looking town here. Small town vibes,
Welcome back, Anderson.
This guy is he was in a bad mood. He's like, "Welcome back, Anderson." He sounds like the guy from
Not to
Matrix.
toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my, I mean our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days. It's a nice
I should light it on fire, honestly.
This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know what to expect really.
That's just my inner demons talking.
A town like ours has to offer,
So as you can see, the ray tracing right there is in effect.
but better.
It's not to a
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
God, people keep interrupting me in this game. Yeah, so it's right there. Reflection is not as good as you know, full-on ray tracing via hardware, but it is there. It's pretty good, and the performance is, of course, amazing. I mean, this is all the ray tracing I need, honestly. You know, I see the reflections right there. That's pretty good enough. It's, you know, believable. It helps ground the game. It's enough to ground the game, yeah.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
I feel like I've seen this guy before.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff.
Wasn't
I'm
he
Sheriff
in one of
You know,
the
I wouldn't say no to
the Remedy
another.
games?
I'm Agent
The
Saga
Quantum
Anderson.
something?
This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we
Oh
could use
God,
the help.
he has a gun. Reach for the officer's gun. Let me get it, bro. I'm reaching for it. Ah, fuck.
Your
Yes.
deputy said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton still on about that?
Suspects. You
No,
hear me?
no, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves.
So anyway,
They're
guys,
just inside having coffee.
I'm gonna stop the video
I'll
here.
see what they have to say.
And as you can
Casey,
see,
you
the
compare
frame
notes with
rate
the
is
sheriff.
really good.
Take your time.
111, 120, 131 at one point.
We've looked
But it
through
seems like it's
case
averaging
files
around
and
100
so,
plus,
Sheriff.
so
Have you had
hell
any
yeah.
people besides
I'll
the
take it.
known victims go missing?
Sure.
of course FSR is enabled.
But it's slowed down
But
ever since Carbon Lake was fenced off.
yeah,
Let me guess. Missing
nice.
person cases spiked around 2010.